cool. I don't know. However you pronounce her name, like
It don't even matter.
But yeah, she told
her
the whole
name is Jennifer Smith. She made it up for Hollywood.
But yeah, no, she told a whole generation like they eat the ass like groceries.
Yeah, and that is an exaggeration because nobody is.
Yeah,
eating ass is just like it's just like a check in. You know what I mean? Like you just do it real quick, just to be like, okay, I did not do it, and let's move on to the things that actually matter.
Yeah, but like eating the ass like groceries is like you even though is more than you could carry, you try to take it all in one trip.
Maybe that's why she said groceries, because sometimes you tear the bag. And now you got to pick up everything. Prolapsed asshole jokes in the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we do things around here.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the We Want More podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Moore.
Asante Morris.
We got Pepsi. He's in the other room. This nigga just almost knocked down the camera and everything. We on episode 64. Please be sure to subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to the song, whether that be on Apple, Spotify. Please stop right now. Give us 5 stars, man. Come on, start the new year off right. Give us that rating, man. Don't just act like you want to do it. Actually do that shit. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to that, man. The ratings that definitely help us boost us in the algorithm, push this on to new people so we could grow this thing.
Yeah, he tired of all that fake love, nigga. He said like, subscribe, rate. Yeah. Everything.
I'm telling you, 2025, I ain't playing that shit, man.
If you really love us, you could at least do that. You luckily we not asking you to hold a gun. Because that's really how you prove your love to me. Yeah. Go to jail.
Hide some drugs for us, man. Yeah, it don't cost nothing to show a nigga some love.
Yeah. The least you could do is lie to the police if you love me. The very least.
Yeah, so subscribe to that. Also, in the bio, the bio of the podcast page on Instagram, and my personal page, got a sign up thing where you can sign up for first alerts on shows, and that'll definitely help us let us know what areas we should be performing in. I had a few listeners hit us up saying that we should do a show in Portland, Maine. Shout out.
Why do they say that?
That's where they tuning in at.
That's funny because I was there like 2-3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, I would definitely love to go. Like I was out there last summer opening for somebody, but it would be nice to take the trip together. Go out there, get some lobster.
Yeah, go to like a wine tasting.
Yeah.
Get our fucking toes and nails and our hair did.
Yeah, I had a listener in Orlando hit us up, so we'd love to do that. We'd love to travel out there. So
we should have a girls trip. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever cities y'all in, man, please let us know. We'll come through, hang with y'all, perform, and then, go to a nice vineyard. So that'll be cool. And also, yeah, if y'all got any community events, please feel free to share that with us. Other than that, trying to get things together for the new year. One thing that I do have coming is some new artwork. Yeah, definitely gotta include you on the cover. I didn't even think of like how selfish that looked.
That's the thing when I fuck with you and I'm willing to not like attack you on things that you was an only child for a long time.
I know you.
And when I interact with you, I approach that understanding. Yeah. Like if I come over and you playing video games, you're not gonna ask me if I want to play. I gotta ask you. Can I play?
Yeah,
I understand that.
I'm gonna just be on some single player shit.
Yeah, like, I totally get that.
Like my character died, and I just respawn right in front of you. Don't even ask.
Yeah, like nigga like me, I grew up with like a little brother, like fucking sisters, like mad cousins. I know if you die, it's gonna be somebody staring at you like my turn. Mm-hmm. You never had those piercing eyes looking at you like. This is not alcohol. If you're looking at the video, by the way, I'm totally sound of mind. So everything I say, I completely mean. Going forward, so remember, but yeah, it's fucking
no, but yeah,
it makes sense for you to act like that. You know what I mean? No, we're comics. We're like the most selfish assholes on the planet.
But then, yeah, because when I got the artwork done for the pod, at that time, I was thinking in terms of Before I even started doing the legwork of actually recording the
I mean,
episodes.
if we keep it in 100, you paid for it. That's the only reason I impressed you about it, because you paid for it. So I was like, fuck it. If I had put some money into it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? But like, it's really not a big deal.
Yeah. Let me see. Other than that, though, I mean, yeah, this is the first episode to kick off the new year. How was your break? How you did you have a good holiday?
Oh yeah, just fucking refreshed. You know what I'm saying? I just took a bunch of time. It's been cold outside, ain't shit to do.
Bro, it's been cold as hell.
Work on this around the time where niggas, you got January 1st is a good time to reevaluate your material. You know what I'm saying? See what you want to keep doing. See what needs to go to the garbage. See what needs to, I got everybody got like a list of shit that ain't working now but might work later. So like, update all your shit, people.
Yeah, in all aspects of life. For me, I did I cleaned out the apartment pretty good. We got rid of some clothes. Took some clothes to the Goodwill just to like try to like get rid of some stuff around here. It's gonna be a lot of niggas in Jersey with some old bootcut jeans and baggy wife beaters. What else did I get rid of? I got rid of some stuff.
Yo, cause remember how like vintage shit like started popping back up?
Yeah.
Cause like thrift stores, we might be the new generation of like thrift store kids is gonna be wearing like them like Jay-Z button up shirts and the like fitted caps and shit. Like it's gonna be a whole new like generation, cause it was like polo and shit back then.
Yeah. Jay-Z had us dressing business casual to like a party in North Philly. Yeah,
you niggas gonna be selling vintage V-Loan. In 5 years, a vintage V-Loan t-shirt.
Bro, I was throwing on a sweater vest and a button up to some shit that potentially might get shot up. That was did you ever go through that phase?
Nah, that was before. I mean, I was just dressing like that because I was like a kid and my parents still dressed me at that time. But yeah, what was my weird fashion trend? Probably just like this. I was like skinny jeans. That was my.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had some. I mean, we went through so many different phases. I went through a Sperry's phase. Did you ever wear Sperry's with
What you wore with no socks?
No. I was wearing them with like Nike socks.
I remember that, and niggas was like throwing hands with the Sperry's and the Nike socks. It wasn't like, it was some bitch ass shit, but like it wasn't. Niggas was really still getting active with Sperry's on. So I totally remember that.
Yeah. You did anything for New Year's?
No, I ain't doing anything this year.
I stayed up to watch the ball drop, and then after that, I was out by like 12:05.
Yeah, it was not like very like a celebratory year for me. Like I just wanted to fucking rest. Like it's a long fucking year. Sometimes you need to just rest. You know, like there's all the holidays and celebrations and like the traditions, but sometimes you just like fuck all that. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to do nothing. Yeah. So it's good to have that. Sometimes it's depressing if you're not used to it, I guess.
Yeah,
but you don't got to be afraid to be alone or just be with one other person, two other people, do nothing. That's great sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes doing nothing is exactly what you need.
Yeah, we overwork our bodies to the point where it's like, that people say like we got the same 24 hours, so it's like, how am I richer than you and shit? Don't buy into none of that shit, nigga. Take a nap, rub one out, and then attack the next day.
Yeah. Let me see. Other than that, things have been good. During that time I went to a restaurant, right? So it's this new Cuban spot that opened up down the block from me. Food was amazing, but I don't know if I could ever go back there because everything was good. Had some great empanadas for dessert. It was these guava and cheese empanadas with ice cream.
That sounds really good.
Oh, that shit was so fresh. And because it's new, it was a bunch of servers there. It was a bunch of different servers. But the manager, this kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I watched the manager go to every table and ask, people, how was their service? How was their food? Was everything good? But he skipped over us. He skipped over our table for dinner. So it was just like, and we watched him. We watched like just to see if he was going to come over and say anything to us. And then He went to all the tables around us and then just went to the back.
He was Cuban?
Yeah.
Yeah, black people like Cubans, but Cubans don't like black people.
Yeah, that shit.
Like we be like Fidel Castro, they be like, the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah, that shit. Like, you know, I went home. I had to delete all the Pitbull off my iTunes.
Damn. He's Cuban.
I think so.
He from like Miami or some shit.
Yeah.
Like Orlando. Like he's like a Florida guy. So.
He close enough.
Yeah. I mean, Cuba, y'all gotta offer some new shit. What's the last thing Cuba's Pitbull, communism? What else do they got? Well, actually, apparently their healthcare is pretty solid. We need somebody. We need somebody to answer if that's some sort of cultural thing. Well, I just don't know why. Like, I get why a white nigga would do that to you, or even a Puerto Rican. But like, I didn't even know Cubans got down like that. I thought Cubans was just like either hate everybody or like everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know, I got to update my racism now after that story. That sucks. I'm sad. It always sucks when something racist happens to you, and now you have to adjust your worldview.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Especially because, but I think it might be something there where like, I think it is something there where good food does come from hatred. Yeah, like it's a little like a little bigotry. Like that Chick-fil-A sandwich, as that sandwich and that milkshake. As much as you don't want to support them, you be like, I get it. Yeah,
you know what? Good food comes from the person making it. Be like, I want this to be so good so that them niggas get jealous they can't have none. That's where like Italian food comes from. Dude. Like, ain't no fucking moolies having this goddamn lasagna. This is gonna be the best lasagna they never had. But yeah, it's like, you know, sometimes somebody racist towards you and you're like, I didn't even know we had beef, like Filipino or something, like disrespect you, and you just like, what the fuck is what problems do we have?
Yeah.
Indians, you know what I'm saying? Indians be like so racist, saying mad like crazy shit about like dark skinned people and like niggas, and you just like, what problems have we had?
Right.
Where is this coming from? Is it because we said something about y'all underarms? I'm sorry. I say something about everybody underarms. Ain't no reason to take that personal.
No, but well, since we talking about like, you know, stuff we shouldn't say, a listener actually did hit me up after the last time we recorded. You know, we was having that whole discussion about why we shouldn't say the female, right? And she kind of put it into like a perspective for me. She said, you know, saying female is kind of like soft launching bitch. It's like. All
right, maybe. I want to argue with it, but I don't think I should.
No, but it's kind of like it's kind of, I guess, like, you know, like when people say woke now.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
like when people say woke, you know, they really trying to say nigga. Like it's too many niggas. Like when they say this, like we getting too woke now, it's like, all right, man, we got to get back to like just straight white men.
Yeah, woke is just it was a good idea for like a year. And then the second white people got a hold of that shit, it just went totally left. Like woke was literally just like, you know what I'm saying?
Alert.
Pyramids. You know about Egypt. You know about Yaqub. Like that was woke. You know what I'm saying? They got chemicals in the air. That was woke. But now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know how like it's racist people. You know like the fucking like the was like QAnon people, like the like racist conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Like that was technically woke.
Right.
Because they're like thinking like, oh, the government's controlling. Like that's what woke meant. Just like conspiracy theories and like historical shit and like.
But now woke is, look at they done gave this nigga an office job. Yeah, they in here hiring women now. That's woke.
Yeah, and it really bothers me how like every single regular conversation or just regular interaction can just be poisoned by adding the element of racial discrimination. You know what I mean? Like we could be talking about anything. Like we could be sitting down at a restaurant and then a guy don't talk to you and now your brain is flooded with racism, which is like all I want to do is eat.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to think about racism. Like I say a lot of wild shit and sometimes people don't like it, but it's like I don't want to think about this shit. I want to just fucking act like nothing's going on, but it's impossible. It's hard as fuck.
It's tough.
because a fucking Cuban guy talks to all the white people in a restaurant and then not you. You know what I mean? Like something similar happened to me where I was in a restaurant and I never seen this before. Where maybe like a third or halfway done eating, and then the fucking waitress brings out the check and just puts it on the table and goes, "Whenever you guys are ready, you can do that." So now I'm looking at every motherfucker in this restaurant to make sure that happened to them.
That happened to me at Cracker Barrel.
Did it happen to anybody else? Did they do it to anybody else?
I'm not sure. I was by myself at a Cracker Barrel, and same thing happened. Like she brought out my food and the check at the same time.
That's wild as shit.
So, and when I go to Cracker Barrel, I expect it.
Cracker,
I expect it. Like they have a storied history, but I'm like, damn, is this great service or is she rushing me out? Like, I might want to get dessert.
It sounds like she was rushing you out because to not even let you get to like, you think about dessert?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think what happened in my situation is I think she did ask about like, you guys getting anything else? And we were like, no. And they did do that to everybody else. Like I watched like 2 other people because the one other couple she did that to, they were a little brown. So I was like, I want to see the other ones. I want to see everybody get it. Yeah. So it wasn't racist in my instance, but it sounds like you dealt with some weird level of discrimination to where you like black people steal and they don't like cake. So you might have wanted dessert. But is that how she know you ain't want to steal some dessert?
Oh shit!
Dine and dash without some sweets.
I guess we, start this off as usual. I guess we get into some questions from the listeners real quick. Okay, so first off, this was a good question. Somebody said, how do you handle criticism? How do you handle criticism while staying true to your material? You just have to tell everybody to suck a dick. And that's really it. It's like, if I'm gonna figure this out, I'm gonna figure it out. Now, if somebody wants to give me a tag, usually I don't use it. I don't like to use other people's shit. But like somebody's like, hey, maybe you could do that. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that direction. That's something I could accept. But criticism, like, I don't know if you should. I think you should suck my dick. That's how I would respond to that. How do I handle criticism? I handle criticism in a way of, one, when it comes to like other comedians, I would rather a comedian say, hey, do you mind if I give you a tag? Yeah. I don't like when like comedians just say, yo, you should do this differently.
If somebody say that to me, I'm fucking checking out immediately, not listening to anything else.
Yeah. At least ask me.
Yeah, like, I like this bit. Blah 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 blah. What about this? And then you do, that's funny. Like, thanks just for I like that. Even if I don't use it, you're trying to keep me excited about the bit, and I respect that. I appreciate that. When
it comes to like just like regular fans, it depends on how the criticism, like when it comes to stand up, I do listen in the sense of if somebody says something is like kind of offensive in a way, but I stay true because I know where I'm coming from. I know my intentions isn't to offend, and I know I'm coming from like I want to make you laugh while staying informative, because I try to make my material in just like in any capacity, whether it be stand up, podcasting, just any way. I try to make my material of an extension of me.
Yeah.
So I try to come from a pure place.
Yeah, I mean, staying true to your material is the only way to actually churn out material. Because if you're not in tune with yourself at all, you're just gonna be doing shitty hack shit that just like you get tired of because you don't actually connect with it. So I don't think any comic should accept criticism about their material if they like you should be doing that self-awareness for yourself.
Right.
Like it shouldn't be no room for another nigga to go, oh, you fucking up here, because you should be thinking about that yourself. It might happen, but yeah, I mean, like I had somebody, this was when I first started and the jokes weren't really even good, but I had somebody in this fucking shitty hick piece of shit town, and I don't even remember the name of the club. I would say the fucking name of the club. I don't remember it though.
It was in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, and the guy that fucking told me it probably doesn't even have internet fucking white trash
What?
motherfucker. He just said like,
Was it Bristol Comedy Works?
damn, yeah, all right. Yeah, them niggas only got internet. Fuck them. I don't want nothing from none of them. Fuck Bristol Comedy Works. Fuck the town of Bristol, Pennsylvania. This fucking guy, mind you, I'm not saying that my joke was like good at all, but I said a joke that was like racially introspective.
Yeah.
And I said the word Nazi as if to like say like Nazis are bad, basically.
Yeah.
And then I got off stage and this fucking pot-belly white fucking asshole just says, I don't know if you should say Nazi because people in the audience might get offended. And I'm just like, so what, you want people to be Nazis in here? Like, what are you talking about?
No, I like this question. I like this.
How did you know it was Bristol Comedy Works too?
No, because I've been through that. I've been through that there.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. If you listen to that and you're in Pennsylvania and you like comedy, don't go there. If it's still open, hopefully it's closed down.
Let me see. All right, I like this question a lot. Somebody said, "You ever kill a bug and think, damn, what if he was on his way to get some ass?"
Has somebody asked that before? Or am I getting deja vu right now? Because I feel like I've heard that before.
No, this is the first time question. And, I like this because if I see a bug on the street, if I'm outside and I see a bug, I don't mess with it. Well, matter of fact, except the lantern flies.
Yeah, I kill
I kill the lantern flies, man. It's like, I could forgive China for COVID, but them lantern flies, man, they really did us bad. That's where they came from, right?
China?
They came from, I believe so. In fact, I want to be sure.
Yeah, China does get a bad rap for like all the bad shit, but it's like it's a big ass area. They're responsible for like most of history and shit, and the amount of stuff that comes from China, it's only natural that some of the shit sucks.
Yeah,
like COVID and lanternflies. Like if you're gonna create gunpowder and fucking General Tso's chicken, some bad shit's gonna come too.
Yeah,
I don't hold it against the entire China, but they've definitely fucked up with that shit.
Yeah, they
fucked up.
The lanternflies, they originate from China and Vietnam.
Vietnam. I don't got nothing negative to say about Vietnam. We already fucking fucked Vietnam up enough.
No, they was fucking us up.
Well, yeah, not us. Well, we didn't do anything bad to Vietnam as a people.
Yeah.
They was dropping niggas in the booby traps with spikes and shit. Spikes covered in shit. Like, yeah, they was fucking niggas up in Vietnam.
Yeah, so
but yeah, lantern, a bug on his way to get some.
Yeah. If I'm outside, I'll let the bug do his thing because that's where it's from. That bug might have a family to get back to, or he might just spend all day just trying to get across the street and get back. Like, because I think about us crossing the street and we get the yellow Walkman, we get the little Walkman on the sign. It might give us 20 seconds. That 20 seconds to a bug might really be all day.
And that's the fucking a third of their lifespan and shit. So, they don't get to go far.
But yeah, but if I catch a bug in here, I'm like Jeffrey Dahmer to these bugs. I'm dancing to music, just killing bugs in my apartment, and I leave they bodies so they friends see when they could come over.
Yeah, I'm hoping that bugs. I do think about like bugs reproducing when I kill them. I'm hoping that he didn't fuck nobody or like she isn't pregnant with eggs. You know what I'm saying? Like I want bugs to not be fucking. So I kind of do think about that. Like hopefully he wasn't on his way to get some because I don't want bugs reproducing in my apartment.
Yeah, and I hate to break up a family.
Yeah, if I kill the dad, I want to kill everybody else.
Yeah,
you can't just. You can't kill kids in front of the parents. You have to kill the parents, then the kids.
Yeah, because we don't need no YNs in the bug community.
Yeah, we don't need a bug John Wick. Fucking bug Max Payne coming to fuck everything up.
Just a bunch of bug Dirks.
Yeah, I wonder what happened if you gave a roach, like if you like dissolved a Percocet in some water and gave it to a roach. I wonder what would happen.
Somebody said we had and this is a frequent listener, shout out Jeremiah. He said, I'm going to be in New York for Fashion Week. What should I avoid? It's going to be a first time out here in New York. I say if you want to avoid anything, eye contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you on the train, you see somebody, a homeless person, a Showtime performer, or just like anybody that look a little unstable, just look away. Look away. You gotta treat them like like you're in the wild.
Yeah, don't smile at nobody.
Yeah.
It's like jail.
Or shit, you damn near on the train. We need to create our own pheromones. Have like some homeless repellent. Spray.
The scent of a job.
Yeah, you gotta spray your own piss on you, so they know, so they get fooled. They think you just blending in.
Yes, I'm gonna come up with a clone that smells like sobriety and personal responsibility and family values, and watch them scatter.
Somebody, listener said, they was recently listening. They said they heard us talk about, you said something along the lines of Tyler Perry only made one good movie. You said what movie were you referencing? And also, did you see this movie that just came out, 688?
No, what is that? Is that a Tyler Perry movie?
Yeah, Tyler Perry. He directed this. Is based on this.
Oh, so this is that. All right, so I've been seeing a lot of like discourse about this movie where it's like there was an all black female
woman.
Fuck. But this was in the this is set in the past.
Yeah,
so
this one
they were just female. They just became females. They weren't people before this. So they just became females. So all black women battalion. And it does say, but it says all female in the description. That's the only reason I said that. Yeah, no, it's all black woman battalion, and they were like relegated to doing mail sorting tasks and shit because nobody wanted them to like fight or do like important shit or whatever the fuck.
They had to sort through. Basically, they gave them about 6 months to sort through 17 million pieces of mail, and tried to get this to the troops. Just to boost their spirits during this time, because you had a lot of soldiers missing home watching the people that they're fighting with die or get like seriously wounded alongside them, and then their families back at home wondering, is my son or my husband still alive?
Yeah.
So they gave them that task, and I like this movie. But I do.
You saw it? It's on Netflix.
Yes, on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't even know it was out.
Yeah, this is on Netflix. So I watched this over the Christmas break, and I like this movie. Starring Kerry Washington. She's in this. Oprah makes her appearance, but I understand why people might be upset about this movie.
Why?
Because in this, the main character, Lena, she decides to join the army after, the man that she was falling for, after he enlisted and he died. She got a letter that she was waiting for, a letter from him. I'm sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't watched this movie already. Her partner, well, this was like after they were in high school together. So this guy, after they graduated, he decided to enlist in the army. He ends up dying. It was a white guy, and this.
So I didn't know that.
So when. And this is based on a true story, and I believe the real Lena, I believe she actually was a consultant on this. So this might be true. So I'm sure this is like how this played out for her, but it's just that imagery of these black women only became these heroes because of the death of a white guy.
That's not the worst thing in the world. The message is, if you a white man, for every one white man we black women can be successful. What's wrong with that? I guess I get what they're saying. Like interracial relationships, blah, blah, boo, they suck. White guy, but it's just the story is the way it is, how it happens. You can't argue with anything.
It's kind of like with Django, like
Django.
No. So with Django, Django, he goes back, he kills everybody on the plantation, and he saves his wife, another Kerry Washington. Damn.
Shout out to Kerry Washington too. Let's make it clear before we say anything negative.
Yeah, this is a
Kerry Washington's pretty good in my book.
Yeah, this is a Kerry Washington like Stan podcast right here.
Yeah.
But in Django is like people look at that movie as Django wasn't the real hero. It was the white guy that sacrificed himself.
They were both heroes in the movie.
But
there was one hero and then there was a second hero.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is why it's funny to look at what people say and listen to it, but sometimes you're just like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The presence of a white guy makes this story not cool anymore. I heard a bunch of people like white people saying that like this movie sucks. They're like, oh, they're making another movie about how black people are discriminated against. Oh, male. But it's a true story, and you know Tyler Perry's out of ideas, so you can't blame him.
I like this movie. I like the Tyler Perry. Did he write this by himself? Probably did.
Nah, he has his schizophrenic old woman voice in his head doing that shit for him. His Medea is morphed into a second personality for him and co-writes his shit. Yeah, it's like a vestigial twin underneath his skin, or like a conjoined twin that he ate in the womb and absorbed his essence. He's got two brains in his head. No, one is a woman, and the other one is also a woman.
No, I fuck with Tyler Perry, man. I do. I like Tyler Perry. Well, now knowing his backstory.
Yeah, he does have a wild backstory, and I definitely I talk shit a lot, but I don't hate him, and I respect him as a creator. Yeah. It's just, you know, he a nigga that got shit to say. So whenever you a nigga that got shit to say, people gonna say shit about you. Yeah. So you know, I'm totally comfortable with that.
Yeah. No, I definitely.
Yeah, he got one good movie, man. Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
I like the second one after that, and
what was that? Why Did I Get Married?
No, I think that was Diary of a Mad Black Woman. What was it? Something Family. Let me see.
Addams Family? No, that's not it. But like, you ever see his TV shows?
Yeah.
Like that's the type of shit. Like, what is it? House of Pain or some shit, or like Meet the Browns, like that type of shit, where it's just like,
oh, Medea's Family Reunion. I like.
Okay. All right. But again, it's like fucking hire a woman.
I like.
I love women so much that I won't make them the lead in these movies. I have to do it myself. Come on. What are you doing here? And it's like he disrespectful to the craft of being a drag queen because he not even like serving for real.
No, it's funny you say that because I just watched Homecoming. Medea's Homecoming.
Yeah, like come on, dude.
I just watched that, and you know, at the end of the movie, it did have like good messages throughout that, like, you know, about how your family should still love you. Your family shouldn't treat you any different if you're part of the LGBT community. Because you know, the one guy, he came out to his family that like, you know, he's been secretly hiding that he's gay, and his family was really accepting of that. But at the end of the movie, he does the choreography to Beyonce's Homecoming. Yeah. Like when she was at he does the choreography to like when Beyonce was at Coachella. And it really had nothing to do with the movie. It was like, oh, this nigga just wanted to get this off.
Yeah, and I have a bit of this is a theory and it's probably wrong, but if you know about his story, you know his mom went through a lot and it was just him and his mom, and he had to basically take care of her. I feel like I'm trying to like be a psychiatrist here. He psychologically is a kid that saw his mom crying after her boyfriend broke up with her. So he decided to put his heels on and dance around and be like, look, mom, I'm like you. And he just is psychologically that kid to this day. Yeah. I think that's what's going on. Because he seems like he cares about black women, which I don't dislike that. He's trying to entertain them. He's trying to give them content. You know, I don't hate it. I wish he would try to challenge his audience a little more, but he's trying to, you know, make people feel good, and that's what it seems like what he's doing. He's putting heels on and going, look at me.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, with Michael Jackson. Yeah. You know, Michael Jackson, you know, he lost his childhood, so he wanted other children to have a good childhood, you know. So it's like, you know, through that trauma, you either try to become that friend, and you get an amusement park and a zoo at your house, or you try to be everybody's grandma.
Yeah. Childhood is a very formative time of your life, and even if you fucking know about what happened to you, that shit still could be the force driving a lot of your creativity and shit. So you never know.
Yeah.
I definitely don't judge him for as a person. I just think his shit sucks. And I think he's a bad drag queen. I think he's the worst drag queen we've ever seen. Wears a shitty ass dress. All the Beyonce outfits to dress up in, he did the hoodie with the shorts.
Yeah.
Nigga could have did one of the sparkly ones. Terrible drag queen.
The last question. Somebody said they were trying to book a DJ residency at a predominantly Asian spot. I think they might be on the West Coast. I believe this person is in Cali. They trying to perform. I mean, this person is a DJ trying to book a residency at a Asian club, and they wanted to know, are they wrong for playing "Who You Foolin' by Gunna? And for the listeners, I'm gonna play this song. Bro, I like that. I like that at an Asian club, honestly. Because
if it's Indians, you're not gonna play Paper Planes. It makes sense.
Right. Yeah, bro, you ain't
know your audience.
Yeah, right. If you're around Indians, you gonna play, some Punjabi MC or so you gotta play that. Especially, I don't think they would be offended. It's gonna be a bunch of Asians in there with dreads and waves in their hair anyway.
Yeah. If you dealing with a bunch of Asians that like hip hop music in general, they already saying niggas, so just
Yeah. So
just don't try to offend people. And
if I was Asian, I would rather hear you play that instead of throwing on Everybody Wants Kung Fu Fighting.
Yo, that would be crazy as fuck. That would be disrespectful. Because it's you're not playing that for nobody. But the Gunna song, you could play that for anybody.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely appreciate y'all sending them questions, man, and keep them coming. Keep those questions coming, because we definitely want to keep engaging with y'all throughout this, man. And like we always say, no matter how serious or silly, definitely appreciate the questions. But,
yeah, and I feel like the dude about asking about the Asian spot is I think that was a genuine question. I really think he's scared of offending people, and I think you should go for it. I think it'll go well. I think people yo, this guy gets us a little bit.
Yeah, he willing to take risks.
Yeah, it's not like we already answered it. Yeah. It makes sense. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, but one topic I wanted to revisit from the last time we spoke. We talked about Travis Hunter and his situation. Travis Hunter, football player, future in the upcoming months, he'll soon be in the NFL, and he's been not just him and his girlfriend, they've been receiving a lot of backlash on their relationship because of just people commenting on her, just how she's been moving in the public eye, and people aren't really a fan of it. They've been saying that she's been trying to take away from his light, and she's been just immature, which we stated, they're young. She's 21. Going to be some immaturity there. And people are just digging more and more into her past. And it's been a few videos that's come out of them speaking on their relationship that I actually want to play. Let me see if I can find this.
My only thing is, if you got actual potential, you need to be with a black woman. So in case y'all get married and get divorced, the money going to some niggas at least. That's my only thing. Everything else, he could do what he wants. He can wife his whores and, I don't give a shit.
And it's even worse that, in this video, they sitting there eating KFC.
I mean, if they was eating burritos, would it be mean?
I don't know. I'm always torn about people seeing me eat chicken in public.
I'm not. I eat watermelon, chicken. I'll deep throat a banana. I don't give a shit. I'm hungry. It's not about you people all the time.
Nah, man. It's certain things. See, I'm the opposite. I'm too self-conscious, man.
You gotta let that go, brother.
Yeah. I'll put my grape soda in another can if I have to.
Drink it in a mug with a tea bag hanging out of it. Nah, man, I fucking because it's like I'll do that shit, but you know I'll go to Starbucks. You know,
no, I really
it's the duality of man.
I really will. Like people like, do I smell grape Fanta? No, this chamomile tea.
Yeah, fuck. So I'm supposed to not enjoy shit that I enjoy because y'all think I enjoy it? You right. They right, nigga. We like chicken. We like frying and eating the fried chicken after it's fried.
I know it's tough because like
if other people, everybody else that can fry chicken the way black people can fry it, they also eat it. But if you can't fry chicken, then yeah, oh, it's funny. He's eating fried chicken. You don't got no good recipes, bitch. That's why you mad.
I know you ever like. That's why I really do appreciate with my self-consciousness when it comes to eating in front of others and like in front of company. I really appreciate when I'm at a restaurant and they already have the hot sauce at the table because
I like having hot sauce on the table. That's a good restaurant.
Because when that white server comes over and says, "Do you want hot sauce?" and I gotta say no, and I'm eating my food and that one tear just rolls down my cheek because I know I'm not enjoying it to its full potential.
Nah, man, I can't let that dictate how I live. I was like that at one point, but I'm like, everything is good that you're listing. Grape soda. I mean, you could have. That's one thing where I'm like, you gotta get grape, bro. Come on, you don't have to. Grape soda ain't even that good. You just trying to be a nigga right now. But fried chicken, black people. Here's my thing. Like the shit black people we get made fun of for. It's just a part of being Southern American, and like all of the majority of like fully black American people. Yeah. A lot of our roots trace back to the South. So Southern white people and Southern white people and black people are damn near the same. We like guns. We like Jesus. Not gay people that much. Yeah. And fried chicken.
Yo,
it's all the same shit.
I will say that because white people, it's always this stigma or stereotype that white people don't season their food. You eat from a white person in the South, they season the shit out of everything. Yeah,
they definitely. I mean, it's like they ain't learned. It's not like they ain't learned nothing from slavery. Like they learned how to season some some chicken.
Like Paula Deen.
Yeah,
Paula Deen. I think she was the one. All she let them niggas do was serve.
Yeah, she wasn't the first one in her family tree with 3 chins. Like, them niggas been on that shit. They know what they're doing. Mac and cheese, fried chicken, collard greens. That's all. That's a whole region of the country. You can't let somebody trick you out of enjoying that shit.
Yeah, white people mac and cheese so good. That's why it's the main course for them. like we the only ones.
We're gonna have mac and cheese and some green beans. What else?
Right, yeah.
I think it's fun. White people be putting like other shit in mac and cheese and shit. You know what I mean?
They do.
They like buffalo chicken mac and cheese. That's some white shit.
I just had some.
It's good though.
Yeah. Bro. Right. White people, they the ones that showed me like, oh shit. You could throw some bacon in this.
Yo, you can, and it's sacrilegious. I wouldn't do it on no holidays, bro. But like,
yeah, my family, man, my mama cuss me out if I ask for some chicken and the mac and cheese. But white people, y'all did y'all big one with that, man. Y'all snapped.
Yeah, I mean, it is just some greedy ass shit. It's like you couldn't have 2 different things sitting next to each other and then mix it together on the plate. But they're like, nah, let me put chopped up hot dogs in this shit. You ever been to, there's like a mac and cheese spot in Manhattan that I used to go to. But yeah, they got just all a bunch of varieties of mac and cheese.
Oh, damn.
It's a main dish, you know? It's like a casserole. White people love casseroles.
Yeah, white people, they go crazy with a casserole.
I don't even know what casserole means. I just know that there's gonna be a bunch of different stuff in it.
But let me.
We was talking. So you hungry or something? Because I ain't eaten in a little while. So.
We were supposed to talk about Travis Hunter, and now I don't worked up an appetite.
We trying to dismantle racism one dish at a time. That's the real work that needs to be done in this country.
I think I said I love you first on accident, though. It was
How the hell you said on accident, bro?
It was an accident. Do you remember we?
I love you. Oh, I ain't mean to say that.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's literally what happened. We would like he would.
Yeah, she came on. Said she said, but then she explained it.
Wait, he said he loved her first, and she said
no. He's saying that she said it first, but she's saying she said it by accident.
You ain't done that before.
Wait, no, I would drive. He didn't have a car. I would drive
and that was another thing. That part right there, her saying that.
I would drive. He didn't have a car. I would drive and I would like drop him off somewhere and I'd be like, all right, I love you, bye. And remember? And I used to be like, oh, I didn't mean that.
That's like calling your teacher mom. You know what I mean? It's like everybody does it.
Yeah, so that, and then it was also another clip where she was basically saying, no, he was saying he would take her to parties and like he would, he wasn't really the partying type. He's kind of like antisocial. So he would take her to parties and he would wait outside for her in the car until she was ready to go. Yeah.
See, that is weird. If you willing to just like do that, you might as well just go home and come back.
Right, yeah.
But also like it depends on who you with, because I'm not going to just leave you. Not even on some like you might cheat on me, like you might be in danger. Like that's kind of, you got to be careful who you leaving somebody you care about around.
Yeah, but then it was other things that people have dug up about, about her, like, and I guess this was a previous relationship she was in where it was just like videos of her sleeping in another guy's bed or like cooking in the kitchen for somebody like her previous partner. People dug that up. People also dug up her being in some local rapper's video, being a video girl.
So what is this like while they were together?
It was, but I believe before him. Okay. But people are trying to make it seem like she's looking for a come up or whatever. But people saying she's after money. But I mean, who doesn't want a successful partner?
Yeah, it's honestly like every single person that dates a professional athlete or a prospective professional athlete has considered the money consistently. Like, okay, maybe I can't get this purse, but when he gets drafted, I'm going to be able to get it. Like, you can't expect, it don't matter who it is, to love you that much for who you are and ignore that you have a lot of potential. I
mean, because if it was the opposite, if it worked that way for us, shit, we would do the same thing. Yeah. If I knew, like, damn, it's and I'm sure we are going to see a spike of that, like, of men trying to get chose. Like, men, we would do all of that shit if the value of dick was equal to women. Like, men, we would be trying to get our OnlyFans popping or, work in the clubs. I'll be a bartender.
Yeah, dick is only worth money if your husband died.
Yeah.
Dick is not worth shit at all.
Like, I would love to come out, have my thighs out in the club and bring the bottles with some sparklers and a sign.
That's how much. It's like that's like a level above strip club where it's like you don't even see that she has like anything revealing. Just the idea
that she might,
just the idea that she's pretty and you having money might persuade her possibly. Like that's how serious that shit is. But like dudes, it's like a penis. Yeah, it's just nothing.
It's nasty.
Just listen to the word penis. It's not worth shit.
Like if niggas could go,
it sounds like a car that Volvo made in the 90s that nobody wanted. The Volvo penis. This nigga driving a 92 V penis.
Like
broke.
If we could be like Bernice Burgos and Drea, we definitely would.
Cause it's like what are you gonna get done? You know what I'm saying? Like a woman they get the titties done, you can get the ass done, you can get the stomach flattened, you can get the lips done. Fucking dudes really don't got nothing to work with. You can get your dick done, but it don't work.
And then nobody gonna see it.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing to accentuate
that could be shown through the clothes.
You know what I mean? And it's like even
because if you walk around with this crazy dick print, now you just scaring people.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that's even. It's not worth anything, but it's the only thing that's worth anything. You know what I mean? The only thing we have is worth nothing. Meanwhile, like women, they have the vaginas, which is like the height of society's value, and the things that or like immediately around it are also worth something. You know, your butt is worth money. Your titties are worth money. You can model with if you accentuate those. So it's like
dick is like a limited Happy Meals toy, where it's like this shit ain't worth nothing at all. But you know, if you save it, it might be something one day.
Yeah, it would only impress a 12-year-old. No adult is gonna be impressed by that. Like, wow, you got a dick? Congratulations. But a kid's like, I never seen one before.
Now get in his van. No, but we childish. No, with this though, you know, with people digging up her past, it's fucked up because, you know, you can't even, because of the internet, you can't even wife your hoe in peace no more.
Ain't that a shame?
That shit is crazy. You can't even, because, you know, you trying to be happy, you trying to escape that, and now, you know, before to get rid of your wholeness, you just had to do simple stuff. Leave that town, you know, you might have to move from Philly to Delaware.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just go an hour away. You might go to a different school. Now.
And then all the niggas you fuck got shot in the 90s. So, like, your whole past is gone. All them niggas is in jail for selling crack. Now it's totally different.
Right. But niggas want to bring up old stuff you used to do and remind you of that. It's like, I done settled. I turned my life around.
Yeah.
I became something.
Yeah, you think, but as a woman, like, you gotta go out and gather, you know, your Pokemon gym trainer badges so that you can, you know what I mean? Like, you ever meet somebody that just never even seen a dick before?
Man, I want you to come to me knowing how everything works. Yeah. Like, in my mind, I'm gonna act like, you know, I'm the first one. But I don't want to think about when you learn how to do the twist.
Yeah, but you should know it. Yeah. You know what I mean? You should know how to do these things. And that's totally fine. And it's like, you could, back in the day, you could fucking see a girl on the street and pay her a pimp $50 and be like, look, let this one go. I'm marrying her. And it's dumb, but you could do it. Now fucking prostitutes and pimps got fucking social media pages. Yeah. So you can't save somebody from a pimp. You can't save just a regular hoe with a job.
Yeah, this shit is all messed up, man. This shit is like I think everybody should have their wholeness forgiven once they decide to settle down.
Yeah. It also depends on there's being a hoe and there's being a godless heathen. Like you ever see the video of the girl that, like, I think she like had sex with 100 people in a day, or like 1,000 guys in a day.
Yeah, it was 100 in a day, and you know, she was crying at the end. She said she didn't prep properly. She wasn't, because she couldn't. She actually said she was crying because she couldn't give all the guys the experience they wanted to. Like, she didn't give them like a good time.
Yeah, she belongs in a mental hospital because that's all of that. Everything about that is insane. So that's more than a hoe. That's like a disturbed human being. Mm-hmm. So. If you I was gonna say, if you fucked 100 guys, that's not that bad. But I'm like, damn, I'm a lot of fucking dudes. I'm you know, I wouldn't judge nobody for that. But it's got to be over a time frame, like in a day or even a year. It's like, when did you sleep? So you got a gym membership and you fucked 100 guys. Yeah. If you in shape, got a job, you can fuck 100 guys in a year. That is totally fine. You know what I mean? You taking care of business. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if your electric bill ain't been paid in 2 months because you just fucking, then that's
priorities.
There's some psychological shit there. That's all I want to avoid.
It is though. It actually, you know, hyper-sexuality is actually a sign of depression.
Yeah, that's why men are, because we don't talk about. That's the one thing that we can talk about, like, where I might be depressed and I don't really know how to relieve stress or anything other than like fucking. Yeah. Me and you can be like, we could talk about like chicks we fucked or some shit like that, and like, but realistically, we should be able to talk about, man, the other day I went on a walk down to the pier. That shit was beautiful. And you could be like, yeah, me too. You be like, my pier was nicer than your pier. And we could brag about that shit, but like it's just got to be bitches. That's the only acceptable thing is bitches.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It really is, man.
It's fun, but it's sad, and I think that's the reason we gotta understand that literally everybody fucks, and it's not that impressive.
Yeah. It's as normal as breathing. Some might just breathe a little harder than others, and that is a great point that we should be actually having conversations about other things and comparing other things, like just that shouldn't be our only flex.
Yeah, like of you taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? Because that's what you're saying. Like, because I can fuck whoever I want, I've got things going for me.
Yeah.
But like a lot of times when you fucking, your life is in shambles.
Oh, bro, that's when I get my best. That's when I had my best fucking.
Yeah.
Like when I had a shitty apartment and I wasn't getting booked for shows. I didn't know the next time I was really going to have a good meal. That was when I was slinging it. Now, shit, my fridge is full. I could choose between the different juices I want.
And then you put an asshole in front of me and think I'm supposed to lick that.
Right.
I'm gonna go have a Go-Gurt.
Yo, that's real shit. You think you getting good dick when I got a Keurig in there? I'm gonna go make some coffee and relax.
Yeah, it's hard to fuck after a whole entire pizza to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when it slowed down, man. I definitely saw a decrease in my performance after I got the 2-sided air fryer.
I can only imagine. It wouldn't even get hard no more. If I had like 8 stove burners and shit, bro, like there's no way I'm fucking. I'll be building ships and bottles and model trains. I'll be doing all type of asexual shit if I had money.
Yeah, so with the wholeness, I just, man, just let people enjoy they past holes in peace.
Yeah, like everybody. This isn't new that athletes are marrying whores. Scottie Pippen wife is fucking Jordan's son. Future. She's not the only one that did that. She just also picked people in the public eye.
Yeah. So, just because that hoe has a past doesn't mean she shouldn't be allowed to have a future. And that's the word of the day.
Yeah, but you can't be walking around here like you ain't never sucked a dick before. You can't be like, I don't do that. I'm like, you do. So come get this purse. Fuck.
Well, I guess since we talking about hoes, I also wanted to talk about some daddy issues, man.
Daddy issues?
Yo, matter of fact, speaking of daddy issues, I've been listening to Kendrick's Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. That really is a great album. Do you like that album?
It's a concept album, I guess. Or you call it that?
Yeah, because this is like, the whole evolution of him going to therapy and him breaking down his own trauma and how it's affected his relationships.
I won't say I dislike the album, but the replay value is lesser than his other stuff, his other things. So there's a couple songs on there that I will revisit. But I don't know if I can say that I actually like the album. Honestly. I
get why you say that, but I think that album, for that reason, it's a necessary album. Like the song Father Time on there is like, he's talking about his daddy issues. Mm-hmm. And I felt it on some stuff because it's like, people always think of like father issues being, just a dad abandoning you. But you can take on your parents' trauma too.
Yeah.
And just because they might not have been shown love in the most positive way and not know how to show it to you. So that's why I like that song, Father Time. Then also Auntie Diaries.
The one where he says,
my auntie is a man now.
Yeah.
I like that song. That's a very necessary song in the sense of, you got this nigga from Compton grew up with Bloods, hearing like, so you got a bunch of gang members hearing a homie openly accept his trans uncle.
Yeah, and that
like making that normal for a whole different generation that like would have shunned that family member.
I mean, they would have killed them.
Yeah.
Like there is,
Yeah.
it's probably still to this day like people that you come out to the wrong family member, or you just out in public, you might just get got.
Nigga, we gonna have trans gang members now.
We do have gay gang members already.
Yeah,
and it's like really unnecessary to be so violent when you got so many people that can help you relieve stress. It's like you like niggas, you surrounded by niggas, shouldn't be no reason for you to be angry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why are you shooting people? Just go suck a dick. Go have a 69. Why are you killing people? I don't know if there could be trans gang members, but there could be a trans set for sure.
You don't know what they repping.
Yeah.
No, because I wanted to talk about that because I saw this interview. Well, Casanat. I'm not really sure how you pronounce his name correctly, but he sat down with Shannon Sharp, and he had this conversation about the relationship with his father because I believe his father wasn't in his life, but I know he has siblings, and I think his father might have been involved in their lives, and now his father, like him and his father, recently reconnected.
I mean, he got money now, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it's tough because. As a child, you're always going to want to have that relationship with your parent. Like, you want to forgive them. You want to see outside of the money and want to believe it's coming from that reconnection is coming from a genuine place.
Yeah, that's some real shit. Like, it really is selfish and fucked up when parents are like mean to we're talking about like adult children, like mean to their adult children or like pushing them away. Because it's like, even if you hate your parents, even if your dad or your mom did something like fucked up, like killed somebody, or like, you know what I mean, you would still want to have a relationship with them just because biologically that's just like how we wired.
Right.
So it is torture, and like there's parents that know how to withhold love, you know what I mean, and just like torture you. Mm-hmm. So it is fucked up to do that, because I don't think there's too many people that don't want a relationship with their parents,
right,
under like all circumstances, unless they did something really fucked up. Like, you do want that. Yeah,
because even I say for me, right, I've learned to give grace. Like my dad. I watched my dad in the past. When did my grandma pass? My grandma might have passed like 2 years ago at this point. Well,
that's his mom?
Yeah. Oh. So my grandma, she passed February, make it 2 years. And my grandfather, he passed like 2012, but at both funerals my dad didn't cry. Like, and I know it affects him in a way, because if he's drinking, he'll call me and tell me, like, he'll talk about it then. That's like when he'll open up. But I know it affects him in a way, but he didn't cry, and it's just like
still hasn't cried? Yeah. God damn.
Like, yeah, even like at the funeral, like, he has other siblings, and like, I saw like my aunts and uncles, my cousins, they were like, going through it, because this is like the matriarch of the family. Like, my grandma, both my grandparents, they originally from Jamaica. Mm-hmm. So, and they moved here. So my dad, he moved to the States when he was about, I want to say about 10, but I know in their upbringing, my grandparents, they were probably so focused on taking care of the family, they probably really didn't show any emotion. It was just always probably like, we don't got time to like be crying or be sad about anything, because we got to take care of business.
Yeah, so, that's sad, and also like it being your mother dying too. It's like extra sad, because you said matriarch, and it made me think like, as far as I know, in most black families, the matriarch is like way more important than like the traditional idea of the nuclear family like allows a woman to be. Right. But like, that's like a really fucking important person in your life,
bro.
It ain't just like a home cleaner and take care of her,
bro. Is because for my family, and I didn't know this until she passed. I didn't know the way it was. My grandmom actually moved to the States first, and while my grandpop stayed with, my dad and my aunts, and then they moved. Like, so it was like they both worked and saved up, and then she moved them, and then she later moved other family members, like other cousins and uncles, and then throughout her life still continued to send money back to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Like that's how like a lot of families will send. A lot of families that come from different countries, they'll send money back home, or like barrels of clothes and stuff like that. So that just made me think of like, just like you want to showing grace, and I connected with like what Kyle was saying in this interview. But I'm gonna play some of this what Kyle was saying.
I was just with him. Actually, I was just with him yesterday. The first Christmas I ever had with my pops.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was that like?
It was fine. It was good because like I have my whole family there, and like I understand. When I was younger, when I was younger, I used to be so hard on my pops. I didn't like want to like talk to him or nothing like that. My sister was very close with him, but as I got older, it's like I mature and I realized like, damn, like. Even though there's like no excuse for
Him
a man
not to be there.
Yeah, for a man not to be there. It's just more of a like I've grown older to accept the fact and forgive. Like I don't know what was going on in the time of his life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what was going on. I don't know how stressed he was. I don't know how anything was. So when
and so reading the comments from this, I get what Kyle's saying, but reading the comments in this, somebody said that boys are more forgiving to deadbeat fathers. People are just more forgiving to deadbeat fathers. And then one of the comments somebody said was it was funny but sad at the same time. Somebody said you grow up and get to know your mom, and then you see it ain't always the man. And then somebody responded to that and said they believe just because she stayed, she was the better parent.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I wouldn't say nothing like that about nobody in my family, but I done seen some others that's like, how you stay with her? How could you do that?
No, but I would be mad if like I took care of my son and I raised my son, and then I see this nigga on Twitter talking about like the nigga that left is the better one.
Look, some people use their children as like a weapon to get back at the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't personally like what they insinuating.
Yeah.
That like, oh, your mama ain't shit. But I mean, there's some people that do that. I think more so like when you grow up and you're a man and you like think about like the shit that your dad had done or shit that like pissed you off, and you like, you know what, niggas don't care about my feelings neither. So I can see why you would act the way you was acting. Because ain't nobody give a fuck how you felt, did they? Because nobody give a fuck how I feel. I mean, now it's different. I feel like I'm in a different world, but it's common to be like, you know what, that nigga was going through some shit, huh?
Yeah, I guess you have enough pregnancy scares. You start to understand why a nigga would just leave.
Yeah, you like, all right. So now I got to deal with this vindictive woman and this half vindictive, evil, spiteful baby too. Y'all gonna be mad all the time anyway, so peace. Fuck it. That's mean. We gotta fuck better women, cause it's like sometimes it's just like we fucking, but sometimes you gotta think. I don't got no condom. Yeah. Can I really live with having a baby with this piece of shit? Fucking kleptomaniac.
Right.
Stink.
From South Philly.
From Southwest. Kleptomaniac from Southwest. That's in a gang.
I met her when she was still in Ottawa.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to. I don't have no disrespect to women that steal. I love women that steal. If you don't steal, I don't trust you. Because you got to be relieving some sort of evil somehow. So either you stealing.
Let me see. Did you have any other topics?
There's other ways I would like to disrespect women. Let me look at my notes. No, this is a lot of fucked up news.
I know, yeah. It's been a really sad news week. It's been so many like disturbing stories on a train out here in New York. We didn't talk about the lady that was set on fire.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
We didn't talk about that, but it was just, I guess it was just a lot of sad shit.
Yeah, it was like that. There was a kid that pushed the dude onto the train tracks.
Yeah,
which is like my biggest fear.
I did see that. I did see some. Yeah, the guy, but luckily the guy survived.
Yeah,
the guy survived.
I saw the video. It was fucking insane.
Yeah, because it was like it happened where I guess he must have just fell right on the tracks perfectly, where like he didn't lose any limbs. He just broke a few bones.
Yeah, that is fucking a miracle. Yeah. Well, not a miracle because God wouldn't allow the nigga to get pushed, but you know what they fucked up either way.
But you know what they say? I actually did. Was it physical therapy? It was I did some type of thing where here in my building they'll have like certain events every month or so where like they might have people bring food, like food trucks for us. That is kind of the one good thing about the high rent. Yeah, but they had these physical therapists come and do this demonstration where basically they were saying you should try practicing standing on one foot with your eyes closed.
For balance?
Yeah. Because you could get through standing on your feet with your eyes open because you could see your surroundings. But it's something about when you get older, your equilibrium is kind of thrown off a little bit more. So
you got hair in your ears.
So you need to practice censoring yourself more because it will help you in situations like that. If you get moved unexpectedly, you'll be able to like regather yourself and collect your balance a lot quicker.
I mean, I do that a lot. Like I'll do 1 foot, like I'll do like either one because I just have terrible ankles, so I need to just like stretch them and work them all the time. Yeah. So I'm constantly like balancing with one eye closed. I didn't know that would help with getting pushed onto a train track though. That's good to know. Yeah. Because normally I just lean up against like something so I can't get pushed. Yeah. I look really suspicious if you see me on a like subway platform or even on the train because I'm looking at everybody.
Oh, I stand right in the middle.
Yeah, like I know exactly what's going on at all times.
I'm not even worried about homeless people pushing me. I'm worried about my own intrusive thoughts.
I'm worried about smacking a baby.
But that's definitely something. We didn't even talk about this. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? It just made me think when you said working on your ankles, dude.
Not exactly, because I kind of want to just stay consistent. That's the only thing I got. Because I've kind of already like been through. Like I took a personal inventory already. I've thought about things I wanted to fix. Yeah. So at this point, it's like already in motion, and I just want to be consistent with the things I already started. I don't really have anything new that I'm working on. I think I had a resolution last year, but this year it's just more so like you're already doing this shit. Don't quit.
Yeah. No, my resolution, I saw one of my friends from college post this. He posted that he's been running whatever the amount of days are in a month. He runs that amount of miles.
So 30 miles a month.
So if it's 30 days or 31 days or February 28, he'll run that many miles a month. So I'm trying to do that. So even if I miss a day, just double up so that way it'll all average out at the end of the month. I want to stay consistent with my cardio. Trying to just.
How many times a week do you think you run?
At least at the minimum 4 to 5.
Damn. And
But I'm also spoiled too because it's a treadmill.
Oh, you be on a treadmill? Do you like do time or miles?
It depends. I'm trying to do time. I'm trying to do at least a half hour of cardio.
Straight with no breaks?
I'll switch it up. So like I do like intervals. So I might do a mile. I might do like a straight mile run, and then I'll switch it to like a little walk for like a lap. and then I'll get back to running.
Okay,
Yeah,
I can see that.
So yeah, I'm trying to stay.
That's still a lot, though.
But I do want to work it up to where I'm consistently running for a half hour.
Yeah, it just gets boring as fuck. That's why I have to, like, just based off of, like.
No, it definitely gets boring, but as we get older, it becomes that's how you sink into old age even more and more.
Oh yeah, I think about that all the time. Like old people that can't, you need the chair to lift you up the stairs. That's not natural. Like old people in the fucking old times, I'm pretty sure, had to move around a little bit more, so they were able to. But that's play catch with their grandkids and shit.
But from me living in Sunset Park, living in a Asian neighborhood, that was one thing that I like. Where I was at, I learned about the Jewish people and the Asian people. So I learned about Jewish people not being able to touch, electric during their Sabbath. But from the Asian people, they'll get up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and it'll be a gang of them just out the park doing their yoga stretches. Asian people, they be getting that shit in.
Yeah, and you see it. I mean, old people in other countries that don't have sedentary lifestyles, motherfuckers be farming and shit. They 80 years old farming.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like your grandmother might have had a garden, and some people's grandmothers can't even bend down at all.
Meanwhile, we out here sodiumed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just they getting their stretches in. They being able to still bend down and go for a good walk. Meanwhile, us, shit. We at the stove cooking, sitting on the stool.
Yeah, we definitely gotta fucking be one of the first generations that eradicates some of these diseases and these conditions, because it's not all natural deterioration. Some of this shit is diet, some of it's exercise, but none of it's necessary,
Yeah, that's why we gotta be the generation. We gotta kind of be 300, wherever a baby is born, a weak baby. Just throw them off. eradicate all the balding babies.
What?
Bro, that's what birds do. The weak birds, they just drop them out the nest.
They drop them at the nest, or just don't feed them. They feed all the other babies, and the strong ones get the food, and they kick the other one out the way.
Yeah, I'm not.
Or turtles, baby turtles, you get ate by a fucking crab or some shit.
Yeah.
Or is it crabs that eat turtles?
I'm not sure.
Or birds. Birds will come down because it'd be 1,000 turtles on a beach and shit, or 1,000,000 turtles on a fucking beach. One beach. All these fucking turtles, and the birds is just having a good time eating up all the turtles. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore, but
no, I ain't gonna be working hard to take care of this weak ass baby.
Yeah. There are across different cultures, babies have different milestones. So there's some cultures where babies will start walking earlier just because the expectation and the way that the baby is brought up. Maybe it's genetics, maybe it's just a cultural thing. But some babies will just walk earlier in some places just based off of the way that we expect them to behave, the way that we treat them. Because some people are just breastfeeding the baby till he's fucking 2.5 and 3 or whatever the fuck, and just goddamn and coddling them too much.
Then you see this big ass Puerto Rican baby. This nigga is a grown man getting pushed in a stroller. Yeah. This nigga ankles is scraping the ground.
That nigga married, still in a stroller.
Yeah, it definitely is different across generations, because you'll see this Asian baby, just
big ass head,
big ass head, but this nigga can count the proper change when I go to get peanut chews. Meanwhile, fucking Jody on Baby Boy, this nigga is a grown man waiting for his mom to get back on a date.
Yeah, because we're definitely doing better than previous generations were. Because I think our lifespans do go up.
Yeah,
but you even look at the statistics for this. I'm pretty sure that lifespans are going down or staying still for the first time in a long time. That's one of the not to quote white supremacy or anything, but one of the talking points is that the life expectancy for white dudes is like dropping or staying still for the first time in like decades or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're saying it's like Mexicans' fault, but it's not that. It's just there's a lot of problems that we all have to deal with that are preventing us from reaching, eternal life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the great Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, eat that Navy bean soup, niggas. I don't even know why I went that direction.
Shit. Yeah, man. Damn, dude. That's real though. We gotta break some generational curses all across the board. Whether that be like, dietary stuff, from an emotional aspect. Gotta take care of each other. Anything else before we get out of here?
Fuck. Was there anything? I had a list of shit just in case we ran out of stuff. No, actually, I like that we kind of avoided talking about the negative shit because it's terrorism and fucking like subway violence has been dominating the New Year's news specter. So
it was good that we started off a little positive, man.
Did we start off positive? What did I say? I want to make sure.
I think we did in the best way we could.
Yeah. I guess we did kind of justify leaving your family at some point.
Not leaving the family, but just get rid of the bad babies.
Yeah. It's like women. I love women, but fuck a kid.
As far as the Tubi segment, we don't have a movie this week because we want to put together a Tubi list for you all. So putting together some type of like interactive Google Doc, as far as you could see the list of movies that we watch in a better rating system. So which Tubi movies to not watch and which Tubi movies that you'll actually love to watch, which Tubi movies are just be some background noise as far as, you got some company over and you want to throw something on, or something just to have on while you folding laundry and doing your chores around the house. So we putting together the Tubi list. If you have any Tubi suggestions, please let us know. Shit, actually, I ran into a Tubi actor.
Who?
An Instagram actor. An Instagram comedian turned Tubi actor. I saw Fat Boy.
Oh, he was in he was in Trust Nobody, or is it Don't Look Back? But he was also in These Men for Everybody, which is that's the Citizen Kane of Tubi.
Yeah, damn. I was in the mall. I was in the mall and out here in Jersey, and I'm like, yo, this nigga look familiar. And I walked up and he held the door open for me, and I looked, and I wanted to say like, damn nigga, like I watched you, like I like your work. Mm-hmm. But I just had to play it cool. He was with somebody. So I was like, let me chill.
Yeah, I don't want to make a nigga look good in front of his girl.
Right. And
I don't want to do that.
And the Philly in me was like, yeah, don't dicky. Like, just play it cool. But, shout out to him, man. I love to see a Tubi star doing good.
I mean, if I saw Barack Obama, I'd be like, it was good. I wouldn't. Nothing in me would allow me to dicky, even if it's Barack Obama.
But, so it was like,
I'd be like, what's up with them drone strikes, bro? What the fuck was up with that?
But it was definitely good to see, a Tubi star thriving.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because, and then also let me know that, shit, we might run into a few other ones. We might run into, I'm still waiting for Makiva.
Every night in my prayers, I'm like, please God, let us be in the same hookah lounge one of these days. Please. If there's a God out there, me and Crystal the dog will be at the same Whole Foods.
She at Aldi's.
Shit where you gotta
They don't shop anywhere that sell bags.
You gotta just in the box.
You gotta grab a box as you leaving.
You gotta put this in the cardboard box. Yeah, black people are the most eco-friendly people on earth.
We are. That's why it really makes me mad that we got rid of grocery bags.
Yeah, because it's like
because when it comes to generational, things like breaking generational curses and also passing things along to the next generation, there's going to be a bunch of kids that don't know you're supposed to have a cabinet full of grocery bags.
Yo, you can use them for like we shouldn't have that taken away from us.
You can use them for everything. You get some shoes you don't want to mess up. Shit, you want to deep conditioner your curls.
Yo, for real.
What you use now?
So I got a haircut, and this isn't even how short it's gonna be like next week. Like it's shrunk a lot. So it's probably like next time you see me, it'll probably be like only slightly shorter than it was before.
But
this is just like salon conditioner and shit. Like I don't even know what the fuck she used.
So it's gonna be shorter than that?
No, it's gonna like look how long it is.
Oh, okay.
It's still long. It just got a lot of shrinkage right now because of the moisture in it.
Oh, okay. But
yeah, you could do so much. Like the lifespan of a plastic bag in a black household, that shit,
bro,
we use that shit for everything. I got no shame.
Everything. You could take your lunch to work, your trash cans in the bathroom.
I use it for everything. You know how when you cooking, you'll put it like a trash bag on the counter so you like discard the scrappings and like the pepper insides and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I use plastic bags for that shit.
Right, but now I can't even have a plastic bag because Taylor Swift got to go on tour and then fly back to see Travis Kelce every Sunday.
Yeah, but that's the good thing about the bodegas and shit. They still give you the black plastic bags because they know that like we understand with great power comes great responsibility. And we're held to that standard that this plastic bag will not end up on the street. It's going to end up in the house.
It's going to end up...
Sometimes it's going to end up on the street, but it's like heroin needles are there too, so I can't fix everything.
Yeah, because most of the time that bag is going to end up in the cabinet between the sink and the oven.
Yeah, man. I got my anal lube in a plastic bag too. It's just swishing around.
And it's only in there because you lost the cap.
Yeah, I lost the cap. I'm not going to throw the lube out. What am I going to do on Butt Fuck Friday?
You need it at least one day, man. Shit. We are immature, man.
Yeah, there's 7 days in a week, 3 holes. There's plenty of days to explore that hole. Be adventurous, you know what I mean?
Shit, man, we definitely appreciate y'all tuning in with it. For shit, I don't even know. We definitely appreciate y'all tuning in with us for another episode, and just keep supporting us as this thing continues to grow, man. We definitely look forward to seeing y'all in some of these cities, Portland, Maine, Orlando, and everywhere in between. The East Coast, Midwest, West Coast.
Yeah, we're gonna do an East Coast tour. We gotta get that together, but we'll at least do that.
Yeah, but
we'll cut the country up in sections.
Yeah, but in the meantime, just keep supporting us, keep engaging with us on social media. Send those questions in. Let us know what cities you want us to come to, and yeah, spread this.
Spread the word and spread your butt cheeks. And we're out of here. Nah, you actually had something to say. Go ahead.
No. Just yeah.
I just couldn't leave that on the table. I'm sorry. As soon as you said spread, I was like, oh shit, I forgot that one.
No, spread this podcast with a friend, like whoever. Tell them like, hey man, it's this podcast out there that I really enjoy listening to every week, and you should check it out because shit, the best way to help us grow is word of mouth, man. So yeah.
Oh, now you saying mouth? You set me up, but I'm too immature for the word you set me up with.
So Yeah, I guess on that note, man, we gonna get out of here and we be back with y'all next week, man. I'm Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris.
And we out of here.